Okay, Diego, what's going on? It's Friday. We spoke yesterday briefly, and I had a little bit of time here. This is a trade I put on yesterday. Uh, it was LinkedIn, and basically had a setup in LinkedIn. Uh, you know, basically, this is a daily chart. So, the market has been pretty oversold, so I was looking for a bounce, like I told you, going into the Fed day, which is exactly what happened. So this is one of the stocks I was looking to potentially buy. We came in, gapped way higher, but figured there still was some potential here in this. Obviously it was tough to be buying up 20 handles, but I figured this was opening right here at that, right above that level. Figured it was worth a shot. And so this is the value of using a broker like TradeStation, allowing me to go in here, format a strategy, come in. I got my inputs, put them in. I get it all ready to go, click go, and then this happens all automatically. I don't do it at this point. I input where I want to be buying this thing, and the rest I don't have to sit in front of the computer. So as you know, I don't do this for a full-time job, so it's difficult for me to effectively manage an account without these type of tools. So in this case here, these arrows here mean the strategy bought. In fact, the strategy bought right 224.20, although I did get a little bit of slippage on this. It was more like 224.60 or so. I got filled, but that's par for the course for a stock that's 224 or whatnot. But that order was put in, bought. Not only did I buy it once, it leveraged me in three. I got basically put three positions on right at the same time, because the risk reward situation here was so good that the strategy have it programmed to leverage a position, because you risk here. You're risking roughly 223, and you're risking about 3/4 of a point to 1 point here in this trade. That's my risk. So in hindsight, should have leveraged much more, but it is what I am. I'm not a multi-millionaire, yeah, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Strategy also bought again up in here. It pyramided, so the market was moving its direction. It actually bought some more, but that was probably not the best buy, because the market did pull in a little bit after that buy, but it has basically an exit point. I think the exit was actually it was right below this low here. It's like 223.74, so just missed getting taken out, which was actually a very good thing here, because the market, this position actually started going that way. And then, as you can see, the rest is history. Kind of the rest of the day, kind of roughly around 228, made another move higher, and kind of closed right in there. Then today came in. They opened it up. It was up a little bit, opened up a little bit. I think at this point there was a trailing exit somewhere below 230. But actually went higher and kept going higher. And at this point, there was a target. I have a target. It automatically calculates the target price on the initial entry using Fibonacci tools. The target price was 236.5, which is roughly right in here. Once that triggers, then what happens is the algorithm kicks in for an exit a little bit tighter, says, hey, this thing has moved quite a bit. I'm going to put a tighter exit rules in place. But in this case, the market kept going up, actually went above 240, and then before its first down move here, and then right at that point, because we've went above that Fibonacci target, it basically got out of 3/4 of the position. So most of the position it exited right here, just under 241. Market kind of went back and forth in here, but then especially after the run we've had, it kind of made sense that we just continued to go lower. Like I said, I still had a very small position and sold a portion here and a retracement exit just under 236, and then sold the rest just under again 235 and a half. And with a run down like this, it will, which isn't bad. Sold most of the position way up in here, so that's a pretty big profit here. It's roughly 15 points or so. But what will happen now too, it's going to monitor this position here going forward, and it may even buy back. If we do bounce here, it'll probably buy it back and then risk this low, and then see if we can make another move up in here and take another shot at this. But that's, I just want to show you a video demonstration of, I don't think VP Bank could do this for us or for you. And that's the biggest issue, not necessarily the commission cost, although that is a factor, but this is probably the biggest factor. I mean, maybe I can manage some positions on a daily basis, but I think, most of the opportunity that I see is really in this time frame. This is what I know best. This allows you to take these, risking 1 point to make 15 points. I mean, like I said, in hindsight, I should have had a much bigger position on. Could have made your client much more money, and that's a nice performance fee at the end of the year. But we kind of really need these kind of tools at our disposal. That's all I have. And oh yeah, I figured you asked me about CyberArk, and yeah, I'm gonna do a quick thing here for you. Nice bounce. I think definitely held the support it needed to here in the mid 35 area. Broke this downtrend line, which was good, and now I think the key here is it definitely should never get below these levels here, 35. In fact, I really don't even want to see it get below this high here of 38.70. And that corresponds to this low here. See, this high is 38.70, this low is 38.71. It should never get below that level. That's where, if I were you, I'd put a safety stop below there. And I think the first resistance should be roughly here around 43, which corresponds to 50% of this move. From this high of 47 to this low of 35. So 43 is probably a good target spot. It kind of, today's high is about 42. So and of course the market has had a really amazing run here. So I would really be looking for this to sort of stall off here, and ideally just do a sideways pattern here, hold above this 38.70. I really want to see a hold above 40 at this point, and then maybe next week, if the market just continues to leak higher, make new highs, has that holiday rally that we tend to get, and then maybe it can hit the 43, maybe get up to the higher part of this range at some point. So that's all I got with this. We'll see how it goes from here, but definitely constructive price action in this stock. All right, I hope you have a good weekend, and yeah, I'll talk to you soon.